I don't really wear a lot of branded stuff, but I've got this really nice jumper that looks like it says Saint Laurent, but it says Saint Croissant, and then, but in exactly the same type font.
Great. Right.
But then that led to like a really weird habit of now buying only bread themed clothing.
Okay.
And my boyfriend's getting really worried because yesterday a jumper turned up in the post that said, life is pain. And then it's a massive pan au chocolat and it goes, au chocolat. And then last month I got that jumper that said, less regrets, more baguettes. And
I knew where that was going.
A huge baguette. And I can't fucking stop.
Stay hydrated. First thing in the morning, tired and yawning. What you gonna do?
Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Welcome to another episode of Stay Hydrated with my sister Elizabeth Hall.
And my brother Christopher Hall. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How are we feeling?
Pretty good, I hope. I hope you had a wonderful Xmas season off. Tuesday the 6th of January feels like a day that's probably quite tough.
Right.
People might have been working at home yesterday, Monday. Also, people might have been like, hey, it's the first Monday. How are you guys? How was your Christmas? Yeah, I got this new cardigan. Yeah, these earrings are my Christmas earrings. And yes, I did go back to Pilates this morning, whereas the first Tuesday back at work might feel a bit rougher.
Yeah, I think that's probably pretty accurate.
So if you're on the tube right now, or you're in your car commuting to work, or you're at home, working from home, or doing housework at home, or whatever you're doing, you're already a week in to January.
Yeah.
It's already a quarter over.
And you'll be...
Isn't that
whoa.
nuts?
That's weird.
It's already over.
That's weird.
There's
weird.
Easter chocolate in the supermarkets.
Whoa.
So that's something to really look forward to.
And thank God, because...
He hath risen. Well, no, he won't have risen yet, but he's...
But he will rise.
He will rise.
He will rise. And I love Easter chocolate, one. But yeah, just to add on to that, Chris, just know that you're brave. And you're doing so much and you're doing so well. And we support you in this dawn of 2026. And we hope for change this year.
Change, yeah. In what way?
In the way that last year kind of politically
blew.
as a global entity blew.
Yeah.
But we're doing our best. We're coming back together. Let's unite. As Jessie J once said.
Yeah. Let's unite. Let's not have annoying pick-me behavior. There's a guy on Instagram. I didn't even know his name. Don't go look for him and don't comment. Oh, also, Fizz Sinclair said this. If you don't follow Fizz Sinclair on TikTok and Instagram, probably do. She's an hilarious actor and creator. She said, don't give in to rage bait. Like, just whenever you see a video online that's like angers you or upsets you, if it's some guy in his driver's seat,
right,
and he's saying cuckoo stuff, he might think it, yes, but he's probably saying it to get views and followers and to get money.
Right.
And he might even be saying stuff that he knows is bonkers to upset people, to get comments, engagement, and money.
Right.
So if you see, like, I think engage, comment, and share things that you like. Things that you don't like, just say not interested. Hit the button, not interested. Don't send it to anyone. Don't comment saying, how dare you, because you'll just get into an argument in the comments with somebody else and literally push his engagement.
Right.
I'm saying his because... it might not be, but I guess his just subconsciously came to mind.
That's what flowed through.
Like, if you see something, just have a quick Google.
Right.
Is this actually happening?
Right.
Is this person credible? Because the reason also, so this is what annoyed me. Seeing this guy, he was like, he's like on socials and he's like, I'm a gay guy who doesn't like the toxic gay nightlife, or toxic gay lifestyle or toxic gay culture. So I created my own straight acting. It's called like Men Who Like Men, like non-gay like retreats or something.
Yawn.
And it's so dumb because also then it shows clips of the retreat and it's just like people literally like in like what looks like a kind of like a Thai or something in Bali or Thailand, like wooden kind of like resort. And they just walk around on their phones. So like, they're all like sort of freelance graphic design, marketer, manager things. So I'm like, what are you guys even doing all here? You're all just like writing a caption.
Just doing your work
doing your work. But then they all look it looks boring as fuck. Then, sorry, if you're gay, straight acting, sorry, if you're having sex with another man, that's not acting straight.
Right.
It's also just so ignorant to just be like, all gays that I don't like are camp and like going out. So I'm going to make this one that those gays or queer people, I'm going to like other it, be a fucking pick me. And then basically all the comments are like, yes, see, I don't like drag either, so this would be perfect for me. Or I don't like being camp, so this would be perfect for me. You guys are fucking boring. Also, you can also do this. If you don't like going out and getting lit, or you don't really like Drag Race, all that kind of stuff, you're not special. There's plenty of gay and queer people who don't engage in those things.
Right.
And they do it without being lame and without being like, we're gonna make a group so loads of like straight Republicans will like us. They won't.
They never will. Yeah, my instant reaction is, dare I say it, and I know it's bold, get real.
Get real. Because then they also had
grip.
They also had like a clip of like the straight acting men who like men, like heterosexuals,
Foundation.
whatever the fuck they're called, on it was like a van ride, or that it looked like a kind of like tram ride or whatever. And like they're filming in selfie mode. Straight people don't do that.
That's gay, yeah.
You're gay.
Yeah.
If you're on a ride, on like a hay ride, and you're filming yourself going, you're gay.
You're gay.
I don't know one straight guy who films himself.
No, that's real.
Right?
Yeah.
Straight men don't have phones.
Yeah,
okay, firstly.
They don't need them.
Number one, firstly, straight men don't have it. But then also one of the comments was, look at that queen next to him, and like there's this guy next to the guy filming going like, like on the hay bale ride. This is all like, but anyway, you guys are all gay, and you guys are like,
yeah.
Anyways, so just know. So what the point was, like, let's really not be othering each other, because let's not eat our own. Let's not segregate ourselves. Like, don't
Let's unite.
Whether it's other queer people, whether it's immigrants, whether it's asylum seekers, whether it's whatever is going on, let's not go like, take them as long as you spare me.
Because it ain't going to work,
That's
Mama.
not going to happen.
It ain't never going to work.
Yeah.
Check the history books, queen.
Nice.
Well, Chris, I'm going to do a seamless segue here. We're talking about how, we're going to leave pick me behavior behind.
Yeah.
What are your ins and outs for 2026? Do you have anything that sort of springs to mind that obviously we haven't prepared this at all?
I want to be smarter, which I know doesn't that just happen, but I feel I can sharpen my brain again. I played Boggle.
Oh, I know Boggle.
Couple weeks ago, before Christmas, I played Boggle with
and that's like, you link
words.
the things, right?
You like have like a plastic shaker with dice with letters in it.
That is not what I remember.
And you shake the plastic container, and all the letters go into a grid.
Right.
And then you have to make 4-letter words or more with like linking the words.
Right. And you were like, cat.
Sophie, my friend, was lightning at this fucking game.
Okay.
Like, I'd be like, okay, I got like 8 words. Sophie'd be like, so my 35 words begin with, we'd be like, where did you find these? Right. And I'd be like, I got snug and bug and
rug,
telly and belly. And she'd be like, I got disappointism. And I'd be like, right, okay. And we were like, how are you so smart? And she was like, I do Wordle every morning and I do Sudoku. And I was like, and she does Wordle and she does strands, which is another puzzle on the New York Times thing. So I have been Sudokuing since that time.
Cool.
And like on the train, like a medium Sudoku will take me half an hour.
Right.
Let's do some numbers.
Let's do some numbers. Let's do some arithmetic, Mama.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you my in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not trying to do a bit.
Okay.
I'm literally...
Pineapple on pizza.
LOL, bitch. No, I'm really not doing a bit here or like trying to be like kitsch. I don't know if that's the right word. But I genuinely need to work on my hydration levels.
Right.
Which is also the name of the... No, I literally used to be... When I lived in Florida, and I think it is because it's hotter.
We know.
I know. I was so much better at drinking water. And recently I wake up and when I'm thirsty, I'm like, oh, I'm thirsty. I down 2 pints of water and then I don't drink any water again for 8 hours. And it's like, bitch, I think the key is minimal all the time.
Right.
It's sipping. Like, stay sipping. Because I'm waking up every morning. I'm going to bed with a headache.
Right.
I'm waking up with a worse headache.
Right.
And it's like, this just isn't a way to live my life.
No.
So back in is electrolytes dans le matin, which is in the morning in French, I believe. I'm going to have a smoothie for breakfast. En la mañana. I need...
Guten Morgen. A fourth one.
Hello.
What's that? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Good morning.
Salve.
In Australian.
G'day. So that's my in. It's brief. We don't need to discuss much.
I also want to I feel I'm getting a little lax with the wearing the retainer. I'm getting a little bit lax with the face wash morning and night. I'm not really doing my hair as much, and I'm not looking bedraggled.
No, never.
But I feel I could be a little bit
metro
hotter on routines.
I thought you were like, I could be hotter.
Well, I said that this morning, and John was like, "Don't say that." But I meant like hotter in like energy.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
Also, yes, nurturing the relationship with myself.
I think that's so real. Yesterday, I was meeting up with my friend Sam just quickly to pick up what has become, she basically, my friend Sam is over from Florida. Sorry, I lived there. She got me this incredible Christmas decoration, which is Bella and Edward and Renesmee as...
Mary, Joseph and Jesus.
Yeah, it's incredible.
That is amazing.
I'll show you, it's downstairs. But I met up with her and on the way I was like, I'm going to stop into Space NK because, and I was like umming and ahhing about this eye cream.
Spakenk.
A Spakenk apothecary. And I was like, Lee, like, should I but I don't need an eye cream. And she was like, Lizzie, when you were drinking or other substances, you would have not thought twice about spending 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds.
Dollar bills. Bill of dolls.
Just go ahead and buy the eye cream and then use it. And it's like an investment into yourself. And now I'm not saying everyone should buy eye cream. But what I am saying is, I think that's so real. Investing in the relationship with yourself. And honestly, yeah, I hate to say it, you do feel better when you've done your face wash and like done your hair.
Yeah, you do.
One does feel
floss,
more...
Floss.
I can't talk about that.
Water pick and or floss.
Yeah. And you do, and it's not even about like I feel hot or it's just like I feel I've had a moment with myself already today.
Yeah.
And maybe I woke up 15 minutes earlier to just like, and bear in mind, everyone else probably already does this.
I think a lot of people do, but not everyone.
Okay, T. Because I have lived my life of like, okay, so I need to leave the house at 10, so I'm going to wake up at 9:50. And it's like,
right.
whoa. I mean, I feel like other people...
Yes and no. Yeah, I get up a bit earlier.
But I do think there's something about going like, okay, we're doing this.
Okay,
I'm going to be a pal to myself. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm going to maybe just try and have a mindset of like, if you've said you're going to do this, if I go like, oh, I should do that. And I think you've been saying this for a long time. We either need to like never say this again or do it.
Or... do it.
Yeah.
Right, for sure.
That's they're very big sweeping statements. But like, I feel maybe you always have that one thing where you're like, I should really go to that karate class. And you'd be like, okay, well, you've been talking about going to a karate class for 5 years. So why don't we just like book one, go. Right. If you hate it, we never need to do that again and never need to mention it again.
And then at least you know.
It's all about closing mental tabs.
Right.
Mentally closing tabs in your brain.
Yeah.
I feel we all have lots of tabs open on the desktop in our mind.
Yeah.
And maybe it's about clicking on a button on that web page and going to the next one, or we need to be Xing that tab.
For sure. For sure. I think maybe we haven't given succinct ins and outs. What we've given you today is a vibe. We've given you an energy.
Yeah.
We've given you a thought process. And honestly, if you are changing your energy and vibe, if you have New Year's resolutions, feel free to comment. Feel free to email us to them.
Yeah, what are we doing in January, guys? What are you guys doing?
What are you up to?
stayhydratedpod@outlook.com.
We're doing some recording in Jan. We'd love to react to your New Year's resolutions or just your fucking vibes. Like, what are we doing? Like, we have to, something's got to give, mama. So anyway, Chris, our guest for this week.
Our guest for this week. Also, I am going on tour late this year. Probably nobody wants to buy tickets right now. I totally get it. But just pop it in the back of your brain.
Yeah. Put it on, open a mental tab.
Open a mental tab. No, just maybe put in October. No, maybe put in May. Set yourself a reminder. Oh, Chris is going on tour. That would be really, really great.
I'm sure we'll be
Australia, I am coming soon though.
Yeah.
And you guys are in the heat of summer. So I feel like you're still down for spending money. If you're in the UK, it's now cold and miserable. So you probably aren't spending money. Right. Australia, you're in the heat of summer. So you're still, right? Elizabeth's just
I have no idea.
No, but if you're in summer, you're still woo, happy.
Oh, right. Well, also it's just soon.
Right, it's also soon. It's in March. So Adelaide, Sydney and Melbourne, I can't wait to come see you. So maybe go to my link in my bio and check out the tickets. Hopefully they're there.
And England and Amsterdam will check back in May.
Yeah,
no pressure, no rush.
I also just finished watching The Traitors' Island and it was an absolute delight. And congratulations to the winners. And that's all I'm going to say. But Ireland, you really did that. That was a great season.
You heard it here first. When you said Ireland, I thought an island.
Oh my God, Traitors' Island.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Trademark.
Traitors from all over, contestants from all over the world.
Come to an island
to do Traitor Island.
Yeah.
And there's I'm trying to do it. That's not appropriating Pacific Islander culture.
Unfortunately, it's impossible to do. So we just
no, not if the island is the Isle of the Isle of Man.
Yeah. It'll be on the Isle of Wight. That's the only place that's suitable. Trademark. If you want to come to us about that, please feel free. Is it Channel 4?
It's BBC.
BBC. We know you got the big bucks, the big British coins.
Yeah, exactly.
So go ahead and give us a call.
Piece of shit, cold core every day. I'm watching the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Just you saying BBC and then saying big British coins. Real Housewives of New Jersey. I've made it to season 8, everyone. And Bravo fans will know when you make it to season 8 of a franchise, it's almost like getting to a summit and you look back on the journey and you think, God, we really did that.
Right.
We're really cruising at a high altitude now. The cast has been we've gotten a great cast. Everyone's locked in.
Yeah.
It's successful by season 8. We know how much money we're making, so we're clued in.
Mm-hmm.
Season 8 New Jersey is amazing. I'm really glad I got to this place. But Teresa Giudice, there's a character called Kim D who has a boutique called Posh, which is spelled Posche.
Posh. Okay.
And Teresa and Kim D have an argument at the Posh fashion show. And she goes, now I know what Posh stands for. Piece of shit, co-core every day. Which I think is, no, that's Teresa. Hi, honey. Piece of shit, co-core every day.
Wow.
And for the Bravo fans, I also have a great Siggy impression. This is my Siggy impression and I will not hear anything else. She talks like this and she has a good heart.
Whoa.
And then Dolores, do I think that Teresa is right? No. Am I going to get upset? No. That's Dolores. Anyway, Elizabeth, introduce our guest.
Our guest this week. Whoa, it kind of threw me in it there. Our guest this week is a presenter, an actress, an activist, a general icon.
A general icon. We were so thrilled when she agreed to come on and have a little chat with us.
Yeah.
It's an amazing conversation. It goes left, right, up and down, loop-de-loops.
It goes absolutely everywhere. And it kind of reflects this intro in the fact of we're trying, we're working on ourselves, but also ultimately we're talking shit and getting lost in conversation.
Yeah, that's it.
So please welcome to your headphones,
Jameela Jamil!
Hello.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
What a treat. First, how are you? First week of January.
I'm fine.
What are you?
As a reminder.
As a reminder, everyone.
It's the first week of
It's
January.
the first week of January.
I'm so excited that last year is over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a fucking bullshit year. Except I feel very paranoid every time I say something like that because do you remember how rude we were about 2019?
Oh, yeah.
We were such a bunch of bitches.
Yeah.
And then look at how we long for 2019. Looks real good.
Really good.
To all of us now. We
Yeah.
thought we had it so bad. We were like, 2020 is going to be my time. It was literally nobody's time apart
nobody's
from
time.
techno-feudalists. They're the only
Yeah.
people who
Yeah.
absolutely slayed.
Zoom-
And the rest of
Zoom
us,
CEO.
yeah, Zoom did really well.
Yeah.
Poor Skype. What happened to, why did we really deserted
really-
her in our hour of need?
Yeah. We said.
She knew we would, which is why she was never that reliable in the first place. She was
Okay.
always 1 foot out, I feel like.
Maybe that is true, actually. I don't
Yeah.
know that I ever got a good connection on
No,
Skype.
she never committed.
No.
No.
And didn't you have to have an extra Skype? You had to have an extra Skype username. It felt like there was a lot of
She was making us work for it. We didn't show early signs of commitment. And so she was just always checked out. You know, like, what's it called? Quiet quitting.
Yes. Yeah. She quiet quit in 2016.
right.
Yeah. Sometimes when you see on social media or something or scrolling through your own memories, you'll see a video from 2019 and you'll go, I look younger and freer and happier. And I know we literally all were.
No, I actually burst into tears because
Yeah.
of this. About a week ago, I got that thing of like, do you remember this time? You know, those compilations that your phone makes and it's really emotional music under it.
Yeah.
And I was in my luteal phase, so it's like a deadly combination. And it was showing me, and I had all this hope in my eyes. And that was a time where I was really engaging in like a very intense amount of activism, and I was at the UN and I was meeting world leaders, and I really believed in change, and I was meeting with all the leaders of the big social media platforms, and we were talking about changing laws to protect children, and I thought people were good.
Right.
Yeah.
And that look has gone from my eyes forever, and I don't believe in anyone or anything anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at, or
Yeah.
at least I'm hurtling towards it.
Yeah.
And I think we are going into like an era of techno-feudalism.
Yeah.
And we're all going to be slave to...
It's disassociate or die is the new game.
Yeah,
But Happy New Year,
yeah.
everyone.
So
Happy New
anyway,
Year.
2026. Looking
What
up.
wonders will surprise us this year?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get back on it and we'll really... I do have some hope with like Mum Dani.
Yeah.
I have some hope with Zach Polanski. You know?
How are we feeling about nuclear war?
Not good. And imminent.
Not a vibe.
Yeah, I feel it's coming. So that's fun. I also
I have a really edgy conspiracy theory.
hit us.
Please.
I think that with all this talk of like nuclear war, Third World War, blah, 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 there's loads of increased amounts of calling for boys, especially, and some girls, but mostly boys, to sign up to the army around Europe. Like Germany are trying to grow their army by something like 200,000 in the next 5 years. And they're first asking for voluntary service. They're asking for surveys to be answered of like, would you be willing to fight if a war does break out? Which feels a little bit like the canary in the coal mine.
Yeah.
And they're like, what skills do you have? How fit are you to fight? And if people don't sign up in enough numbers, they're going to conscript boys. And possibly some women, but mostly young boys and men.
Right.
And any man under 60. And it made me think that actually maybe the whole male loneliness epidemic has been engineered
To
prepare for all these wars, so that if you degrade and diminish the lives of boys and men enough that there's nothing to live for, they'll be willing to die
Right.
for the bastards up top. Happy New Year,
Happy
everybody!
New Year.
Mad.
But there was... I did
Not
Not
though,
know,
because
yeah.
it came about so fast,
Yeah.
and it's mostly happening in the countries that are preparing to fight.
Right.
Right.
There's loads of places where you're not hearing it happen. Like, I haven't heard about like the Bayesian loneliness crisis
No.
in
No.
men. Do you know what I mean? They seem quite well.
They're all right. Yeah,
They've got other problems, but male loneliness, not a babe.
Not the one.
Well, because I was watching a documentary the other day about incels, and
Right.
it was saying there has
It's a challenging wank, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah, tough. But they said there's always been incels, but they just were sent to war. They just
Yes.
were monks.
Yeah.
They could have these high power, well-respected job titles,
Yeah.
but ultimately they were the ones that were like, why won't you fuck me? And they were like, well, how about you go and be part
also,
of like
but
the
also
armada?
there's a feeling of camaraderie in the army, and there's a
Brothers,
guaranteed
brothers.
income. There's like a sense of purpose. You have a sense of, especially now that AI is coming in, taking everyone's jobs, like the economy. If you look back to just before the First World War, there was a pandemic, the Spanish flu, and then there was an economic crisis, the Great Depression. There was an obsession growing with trans people and queer people. And we had young men becoming lonely and disenfranchised and not having ways to make money. And women's liberation was starting to bubble and grow.
Yeah.
And then, boom, we need loads of bodies for a war. And we don't even count how many men die at war. We only ever talk about women and children. We do not care fundamentally as a society. The patriarchy does not give a shit about men's lives.
Right.
I believe that men are the true target of the patriarchy, and they make men keep their boot on women's necks so that men don't realise that the boot is actually on their necks.
Right, which if you zoom out is top versus bottom, and they've
100%.
made it
Yeah, you
left
just
versus
distract
right.
someone with someone they're better than, which is like, or doing better than, which is why you
Yeah.
distract the people in poverty with migrants or the queer community or something like that.
Yeah.
You just go like, look at another minority that you can step on more, and then
over
you
there.
won't worry about how much you're actually a victim of the system.
Yeah. Because there is something.
I haven't
of,
even
like,
had a coffee yet.
and you're on fire.
Yeah.
For one, there is something crazy about like when people go like, but trans women in sports, and it's like all
2
12 of them.
people. Yeah.
There's
Oh.
eight. There's eight
There's
in the world.
8.
Yeah.
We've got bigger things to worry about before we get to that. Then
But that's the
let's
problem, is that we've got bigger things to worry about. So like, how do we distract the people from those big things so that they don't all get together
Yeah.
and burn us to the ground?
Yeah.
and suddenly men care about women's sports. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. How
Also,
dare
suddenly
they, how
men
dare
care
they?
about women's safety.
Yeah.
With the whole
yeah.
bath.
Like, and
Yeah,
when
yeah,
when
yeah.
we're talking about like trans women in women's jails, and everyone's suddenly all up in arms about female criminals, no one cared about what was happening in women's jails when male parole officers and guards have been getting them pregnant.
Yeah.
When they're locked up inside.
Yeah.
So it's like, where was all that? Something like 5,000 cases, I think, a year or something ridiculous like that.
Crazy.
I think that's just the United States, of women getting sexually assaulted by men, male guards in power with guns and batons and
Yeah.
sticks and tasers, etc. But no one cares about that. And every time I try and introduce that conversation of like, okay, yeah, let's totally have the conversation about trans women, anyone with a penis in a women's jail, but after we talk about the 5,000 women a year
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
are getting
The
raped,
evidence we do have.
and then we can talk about the hypothetical. But no one ever wants to have that conversation with me.
No.
That's so interesting. And I'm studying criminology right now, and I hadn't even thought about that type of stat, or that hasn't even come up.
It's terrifying.
But that is so horrifying.
And even after the women get out of jail, their parole officers largely abuse them to
Really?
be like, I'll send you back. I'll say you broke the rules if you don't give me a blowjob.
And it's like all of that for a blowjob?
I know, honestly.
Like, worth it?
Stick it in a pineapple or something.
Yeah. Anything. Also, with the old male loneliness epidemic, I was thinking about this the other day. To cure your loneliness, if one of these lonely men was looking for a woman, the bar really is just be nice,
Be kind.
be kind and nice.
Honestly, just be funny and be nice.
Yeah.
Be funny and be kind,
you'll-
and then you're in.
It will really steer you in a better. It won't maybe instantly.
No.
But like be kind and nice.
Yeah.
And I think you'll be fine.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bar's pretty low.
Yeah, look, it's not to say that some women don't have high standards, but those women are in the vast minority. They're just the ones who get the most circulated amongst the manosphere. I cannot get a woman I know to even date near her standard.
Right.
They're all settling. So I don't know what this like fallacy is.
Yeah,
but
I know.
it's
Yeah.
really weird.
I know. But I also saw there was like a video, I'm quite chronically online, which I'm kind
So
of going
am I.
like,
So am I. And
this
also, like,
research-
absolutely fine with it.
Okay, yeah.
Are you okay with
completely.
being chronically online?
Like, so fine.
When people say it like it's a diss or anything, or like, I really want to be one of those people who's like, I just want to be off my phone. I fucking love my phone. Everything I need is on my phone.
Yeah.
And everyone who speaks to me is competing with my phone for my attention. And I don't care.
And that's who
We're
I
all
am.
dying.
Yeah.
So
I have recently become a bit
on the
more.
way.
yeah, fuck it. I want to see everything I can
Let me have
beforehand.
my phone.
Exactly, exactly. I saw a video the other day of a guy approaching a woman in America in a bar.
Yeah.
And she's sort of where Chris is. Oh, this is like not great for our audio listeners. I'll be as descriptive as I can.
Audio describe as you go.
Yeah, Chris is the woman, and he was looking away, and the guy came up to her and just was tapping her like this, just over and over again, and sort of going,
Oh my God.
she's not turning to look at me. Oh my God. And I was like, maybe because it's like you're her child.
You also hasn't said hello yet.
You haven't said hello.
Yeah.
And you're just going like this. It's like you're like a child approaching their mum, like
That's
wanting
really
like
mad.
a glass of milk. That
I
is
know.
crazy.
I
Go
know.
away.
And not very sexy. And
Why
not
is that sexy?
But
Yeah,
also
yeah.
the main thing is that I think the desperation is something that women sometimes pick up on, and women don't often have that same level of desperation because we've got each other and we've got the gays.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Right.
we've got friendships.
Friends.
And I don't think men have real deep and meaningful friendships as often straight men in the same way that women and gay men are able to, because intimacy is not something that we fear. And so I think that's a big part of their loneliness. It's like, go and talk to your fucking buddy, find out what's going on, learn a follow-up question. It will blow
Right.
your mind.
Right.
It will
Yeah.
expand your horizon.
Yes, and them.
But no one asks questions that much anymore, men and women, I find. And I wonder if sometimes that's because we're so used to being bombarded with information on the internet that we've stopped learning to seek anything, because everything we know is against our will
Right.
at this
Yeah.
point. Do you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
A lot of info gets, like
transmitted.
So we're so
attacked
used to like
onto
being
you.
hunted by information
Yeah.
that we've stopped actually seeking anything. We just expect to just sit there gormless and just have all the information from someone come to us.
catapulted
Yeah.
onto you.
Yeah. That is so real. To build on the point of like men and male friendships.
Yeah.
Have you ever been like around a group of men and there's like one that's like the leader and you're like, he is a complete cunt. He's like a horrible guy. He's being horrible to all of you. He's like softly bullying you all.
Yeah.
And they all just like love him. And I go like, what a crazy
I haven't
friendship
witnessed
dynamic.
that.
Honestly,
No.
if you're ever with like a group of like 6 men, there'll be one who's in charge and he'll be
Just
the
mean.
most horrible of all of them.
Oh, that's so primatey.
It's so
Well,
primatey.
that's the funniest thing about the Manosphere in general. They're like, be an alpha, be an alpha. It's like, there can only be one alpha. That's how it fucking works.
That's the
The
whole
one with the
point.
microphone is the fucking alpha, and you are all the betas, and he's lying to you, telling you you can be alphas, but he knows he's the alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There can't be multiple alphas.
that's the whole point.
It doesn't make any sense.
That is,
It's the one alpha.
It's so
That's the whole
frustrating.
point. That
It's
is
the
so
whole
frustrating.
thing. It's like Manosphere ended right there.
yeah. Did you see, there's that guy like Andrew Wilson on the whatever,
The pickle jar man.
the pickle jar
Yeah.
man. And did you see recently?
Imagine always forever now
You're the
being
pickle
known as
jar
the
man.
pickle jar man. Yeah.
You're the pickle jar man. But
Well, he's crashing out in like quite an intense way. Where
Yes.
it feels like when Jordan Peterson started to crash out, and you were like, someone actually needs to take this man's microphone away, and he needs to go and like talk to a woman in an office for like a bit,
Yeah.
or a man in an like anyone in an office.
Someone take him for a
with
coffee.
a pad, like someone. He's just not. I don't know if he's like wanking enough or something. Like I don't know what's going on, but it's very
Something serious.
but we're seeing like a deep crash out of a lot of these figures. And I think it's because it's a lot of pressure to be online, and I think
Yeah.
they're very, very stressed. And I think the ego death happening on live stream almost
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
And I think it's been quite an interesting turning point, because I've noticed as he specifically is starting to crash out publicly,
Yeah.
more and more men are choosing to go, I actually don't want to be associated with this. And they're now
'Cause it's
speaking
embarrassing.
about what's going on with women and why women, are rejecting men because of men's behavior. And suddenly
Yeah.
there's a huge shift where boys are realizing that actually this is not something that looks very fun.
No.
None of these men look like they're having fun. That's the thing.
No.
Is that they're telling you all these things that will make you happy, but none of them actually look happy.
Yeah.
They all seem very, very stressed out and upset.
Yeah. Well, and emotional.
It's just not very aspirational.
No.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, and he recently, I don't know if you've seen this, Chris, but I'll fill you and the viewers in. But he is like one of these guys who's very much like, you want a high value woman, meaning she's a virgin,
right?
Meaning she's probably younger than you and she hasn't formed, they go like, find a 20-year-old because you can form her into however you want.
Right.
And it's like,
But he's with a woman who's got
groom.
3 children with 3 different dads.
And someone recently,
Which is great. Which is,
Yeah,
that means
not a
actually
problem.
he's a liberal.
Yes.
He's
actually one of the good guys.
He's a
Yeah.
liberal. He's a liberal.
He's not a stepdad. He's the dad who stepped up.
Yeah.
And it's like someone recently went like, well, your wife has 3 baby daddies. And he goes like, yeah, you look sniz. You're a dyke. And she's like, okay.
Yeah.
But now we know that he
Correct.
also does not go down on his wife. Like, that's what's happened.
Which
He's
is
announced to
kind
the
of
world.
gay.
Yeah.
It's
that
kind
he
of gay.
doesn't-
There, I said it. It's kind of
Yeah.
gay not to go down on women. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it should be really something that
Said by a gay
it's not
man.
something
I think-
I've really partaken in.
Yeah. I think how much they just want to be around each other and talk about how great men are, how much they hate women. It's like, it's screaming gay. And haven't they now found the statistic that 1 in 5 men are gay? Isn't that
Really?
the statistic? Yeah, I was reading that the other day, but I mean, I'm chronically online. It could be just absolute bullshit. So someone else just absolutely
1 in 1,
fact check me.
I've
But
heard.
I feel like 1 in 5 even feels too much, like, as in like that doesn't feel real. I feel like it's more than 1 in 5. And I think loads of people are just hiding it. And I think they're really scared. And that's so sad.
Well, and when you think about like, there are, I'd say in the last like 15 years, there's been like a lot more women who were like, I'm bisexual, and I believe them. And it's like, I don't know why that wouldn't be reflected
Of course,
in men.
yeah.
Surely
So many
there's-
women I know are now, having never dated women before in their 40s, just ending up with women.
Yeah.
They're realizing it later in life once they feel the permission to not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel you do, you're right, you do sort of hear a lot of more, well, just around, you hear more women exploring their queerness or their bisexuality or whatever, and it's only not been explored previously, potentially just because of society or because of the pressures to do the normal thing. Of course, on the other side, there's going to be just as many queer men, bisexual men, fluid men. But it's
Anyone
just
who
like,
thinks homosexuality is a choice is someone who made the choice to be straight. They,
wow,
I think, were at a crossroads.
Wow,
and
wow.
they chose straight, and that's why they think it's a choice.
Yeah.
You are gay, or you are straight, or you are bi.
Yeah,
but if
yeah.
you think it's a choice, it's because you made a
because
choice.
Yes.
Privately. Whoa.
That is incredible.
about that.
That is incredible.
But
That's
that
how I
is so
feel.
true. That is so true.
Why would you think that otherwise?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're gay
Yeah.
or if you're in any part of the spectrum, it's not a choice.
Right.
And realistically, you probably
Take a sip
did
of
try
water
and after that bomb you just dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have, it's not a choice.
Can't say that's Pakistanis, but sure.
That's so true. Swallowed it
We'll
back.
just retreat that.
Cut that out, Drew. Cut that out. But yeah, that is so true. That is so true. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings.
Rocket Money has the ability to sort through all your subscriptions, all the things you're paying for, and show them to you in a really concise, clear way. And then you can suddenly go, hang on, I don't want to be doing that anymore. I don't want to be paying that anymore. You can click in just a couple of buttons, you're unsubscribed.
That honestly has saved my life. There was one in particular that I had been trying to cancel, I'm going to say 4 months in a row. And it's actually kind of a hard process, I feel, on purpose. You get taken to a million different websites.
Yeah.
The unsubscribe button is in tiny black handwriting down here, and the keep subscribed is huge and red and the much more likely one to press. Anyway, Rocket Money, a couple of clicks, they got it sorted for me. And then I was able to check the next month that I wasn't still subscribed.
Yeah.
It made the whole process so much easier.
Game changer.
Game changer.
The app makes it super easy for you to keep track of all your finances, from loans, checking, savings, everything. It has it on a clear dashboard where you can just keep on top of all of it.
Yeah, and set financial goals.
Come on. Save that money. We all need to in this day and age.
Wanna save that money. It's a Little Dicky song.
Save that money, save me. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/stay hydrated.
That is rocketmoney.com/stay hydrated. rocketmoney.com/stay hydrated.
We're back. The male loneliness epidemic is over, everyone.
2026.
I also wanted to talk about, when you were talking about groups of men, I really think that the film musical Grease really did depict a group of male men, a friendship group, perfectly. There's always the leader who's usually
that Danny
the best
or
looking.
Knicky?
That's the Danny.
Right.
Usually the best looking. With the most influence over the rest. Second in command is always skinnier and taller.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Finicky. And then there's the others.
The assortment
of
below.
kind of the assortment of crazy characters
I've-
that fall in line afterwards.
I feel as though ultimately, though, the men who are the best leaders and like the most likely to lead and to innovate and to be the most rebellious are always the ones who are the most in touch with their feminine side. And it's actually, machoism is very fragile. Like males, I think, are potentially more predisposed. Maybe it's masculinity, but there's a predisposition I find towards being submissive. And we're told that women are more submissive, but we would have fucking submitted by now.
Right. It would have
It's been
worked.
thousands of years.
Yeah.
And we've had every single attempt at subjugation, and we just keep coming back like the Terminator. I was recently talking about the fact that even in Afghanistan, like the women aren't allowed to speak, they're not allowed to sing, they're not allowed to speak to each other. They're now not allowed to have any part of their faces shown, and for absolutely no reason, they've decided they should only see out of one eye, which is the most absurd of all of the new rules in the Taliban.
Right.
And they're still taking to the streets with only one eye that they can see out of and protesting.
Yeah.
Women are not submissive. Look at animals, look
No.
at female dogs. Try training a female dog versus a male dog.
Yeah.
And all the Manosphere are always complaining. They're like, these bitches will not fall in line. Why aren't women more obedient? You have to get them at the age of 18. Maybe you need to date them when they're 12. Maybe we need to
Yeah.
date them when we're 8. Like, this is what people are resorting to try to get women to be submissive. And
Yeah.
it still doesn't work.
Yeah.
And so I think that actually, potentially, males might be more naturally submissive, and it's men who have more femininity within them that tend to be the most rebellious. Look at the ones who've like changed music, whether it's like David Bowie or Prince, or there's something camp about them, Mick
Yeah.
Jagger, like all the big shaggers.
And they're still
Yeah.
fucking. Exactly.
Yeah, they be Julian Assange.
Yeah.
Quite a feminine man, the leader of free speech of our generation, of all time, maybe. Like the leading voice of exposing the government, exposing the media, works with loads of women before it was trendy to, doesn't make a statement about it, never gives interviews at all. He just is quite in touch with his feminine side.
Yeah.
And he's the man.
Yeah.
My boyfriend's got like a feminine element to him, but he's also just so fucking manly. But his rebellious nature, I think, comes from his feminine side. Because the more macho people are, the less rebellious they seem to be. They actually seem like they really want orders, and they want rules, and they want to fall
From
in line.
other men.
Yeah, and they want to
yeah.
just like, they want to know what, like, you know, when people are listening to these Manosphere podcasts, they're essentially tuning in to be like, what's daddy telling me to do today?
Yeah.
And I think that's really interesting. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with being submissive. I think we just got it wrong.
Yeah.
It's interesting as well, you mentioned people like Prince and David Bowie and like even like George Michael. Such huge musical figures, Freddie Mercury. But
The
then
entire
have these-
fashion industry, gay men.
Yeah.
You know, men who are in touch with their feminine side, dominating.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then have such hordes of straight men fans. Mm-hmm. So like, you know, when you were singing with the George Michael singers, like it's such a straight
Queen.
audience. Queen, yeah.
We will rock you.
Yeah.
You know, it's
And it's almost like this little like escapism that like, it's
Totally.
like a feminine essence that a load of straight men can go like, oh, I like Queen, but he plays guitar. But it's fine.
he
'cause we
doesn't
all like
even
them.
play
He
guitar.
doesn't
He,
even play
wears
guitar.
a onesie that is cut down to his cock. And he's called himself Queen.
Yeah.
And straight men love
it.
him.
Yeah.
There's nothing funnier than the Reform supporters dancing
Playing.
to like, what was it, We Are the Champions or something like that,
Yeah,
dancing
or
to
Don't
Queen
Stop Me
music
Now.
all
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
A queer
yeah.
immigrant. And it's like, that is like an Indian,
Yeah.
or that's a South Asian immigrant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gay man.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's happening?
I know.
guys?
You are the champions. That's
Yeah.
right. That's what
for
you
sure.
guys are.
That's for sure. You guys are the champions. That is so interesting. And yeah, you're right. All of fashion, all of
art,
Yeah.
so much of Hollywood, like it just. But also, like I said, Julian Assange, straight man, like ultimate bad man, like
Yeah.
just what a fucking dude.
yeah.
It's very in touch with his feminist side, and when you actually start to like unpack it, you're like, oh god, all of the like Pedro Pascal, like Mark Ruffalo, they're in touch with their feminist side. They're the strongest men there are, and there's
Yeah.
nothing actually more. The reason that I think straight men fear gay men so much, aside from the terror that they might be treated by gay men the way that they freely treat women all the time,
Correct.
is the fact that I think that they're scared that gay men don't feel like they have to follow the rules, and they're like, how are you doing that?
Yeah.
How are you breaking free of patriarchy when I can't? I'm too scared to not
being
follow orders.
yourself.
Why are you falling out of line? How are you doing that? I get that from women, by the way. Like, women are very threatened sometimes by my ease, because they're like, how are you doing that? How'd you figure out how to do that? What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You're like, actually nothing. The
No,
opposite.
it's like, no, I'm actually completely perfect. So sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you're
do you know
so-
what I mean? It's like when I break a lot of rules within like the way I'm supposed to behave, and partially that rubs people up the wrong way because I'm so fucking annoying, but also sometimes it's just because they're threatened by my freedom.
No, but I do think like I've honestly, particularly in the last probably 10 years, I probably have been out as like a lesbian for probably about 13 years. And I have in the last 8, 10, I would say, been actually just so thankful of like, I just have an automatic thing of I don't really care how men perceive me. I'm not trying to be attractive to them.
No.
But it's like, I was talking to one of my straight friends recently and she was like, it's actually kind of tough out here. Cause like, I hate them. Like, or, you know, like I have real issues with men and like, I find it so hard to have a man treat me properly. I'm just not attracted to women. And I'm like, damn, that is a cross to bear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She'll
You're
get
out
there.
here just being brave.
She'll get there.
Maybe I just need to link you guys up, honestly. She
10
needs
more
a
years.
chat.
10 more years.
She needs...
She'll get there.
Yeah.
She'll lick sniz.
She'll lick
Big time.
sniz.
Big
That was
time.
the thing that guy, Andrew Wilson, was going. He was like, you lick sniz. And she was going like, what is sniz?
Right.
And he was like,
Don't you?
It's a vagina. And she was like, oh. Yeah.
No one had ever heard that word.
No one had ever
It's
heard sniz.
It's such a
crazy that
playground
that's now in the
word.
lexicon,
Yeah.
isn't it? That's
Had
so
you heard
upsetting.
sniz before?
Never in my life.
Never.
No.
Never. And I feel I've like heard quite a lot of alternate words for vagina.
Yeah.
But
Right.
never
What's your
sniz.
favourite one? I like rat.
Ooh,
Rat. Get your rat out. Yeah,
I've
lovely.
Get your rat
never...
out.
Very,
Scottish.
very. It is. Get your rat out.
Yeah.
Get your rat
That's
out.
good. Rat out is good.
That's
I
crazy.
think Minge always has a.
Minge is
It's,
classic.
it's really funny. I think Minge. I think Minge has. I love the. I think it's the NGE, and I think. I think Clunge has a bit too much.
Clunge makes me want to
I
kill
don't like the
myself
sound there,
immediately.
but
Yeah.
Minge. That's,
Minge is funny.
bit
It's
hilarious.
cute.
Yeah.
Minge knows who she is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Minge is comfortable in her skin.
She is.
What's yours?
I would say when I'm sort of like joking and not trying to make people uncomfortable, but kind of having like a bit of a, you know, I don't hate none.
None's
Oh,
funny.
none.
It's kind of like
None
fun
is
and
cute.
light.
Yeah,
but then
none.
I do more recently, I feel I've reclaimed pussy for myself.
Okay, great.
You know what I mean? I feel when
Do you
I
like
was,
a beef curtain? Are you
I-
interested in
that
a...
actually physically repels me.
Yeah, I could feel it as I said it. Like
I
I
actually
felt
sort of-
myself like actually,
I'm
like
actually a bit-
assault you in a way. Yeah,
yeah.
That went through your heart.
I feel a bit upset now.
Yeah,
do you
I'm
know
sorry.
what I mean?
I'm so sorry.
But when I lived in America, it
I
was
love that rat was fine though.
Yeah.
Rat. I just never heard rat.
Mm-hmm.
When I lived in America, obviously it was very like pussy centric.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, oh. And then now that I've moved home, I'm like, I'm bringing the pussy back. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Pussy's
Not as
like-
if it's like a
I
one
feel
woman.
like it was already here. I don't want to. I just
Right.
I think you're overcrediting
Okay,
yourself
well,
a little bit.
That's the second time, actually, Jameela. But fine. No, maybe you're right. Maybe it was. Maybe I just grew up Catholic. Is that what it is?
Right. Possibly.
Maybe that's what
Possibly.
it is.
But you know what? You're going to make it cool. It might be here,
Whoa.
but you're going to make it cool.
Thank you
Yeah.
for saying that.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
Pussy is what a lot of like when I was at school. That's what like boys spoke about. They spoke about pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. They'll all be in the war soon.
Yeah.
You sort of dipped in and out.
Gosh, what would my skill be if I had to
Tap.
I'd just be like I can entertain. I'm not that's if we had to.
If you need me to
conscript.
run you over, I will.
please.
That is an offer I am offering to all of my male friends. If anyone needs me to hit them with a car, I will. It's very believable. I'm very clumsy.
Yeah,
Right.
perfect.
We'll delete this episode.
Yeah.
It's
Gone.
fine. It's fine.
James, delete that.
You like rap?
I fucking love the army, man. Oh God, I love order and sorry, that wasn't a fart. That was my shit. I
love
just
the
like the
army.
order, rule, wearing the same thing every day.
I see how
I
the
love counting
structure-
so much. I love counting
Right.
so much. I'd love it.
What do you
I'd also
count?
love jail,
Okay.
which is good because I
Routine.
think that's where I'm probably going to end up. But
Jail would have again structure and maybe a bit of peace of quiet.
I also like slay because of my broad shoulders. I slay in a jumpsuit, not to brag.
Okay.
But yeah. Yeah, and I'm very
Fun.
nurturing. So, you know, I think that I think I'd be like a sort of, what's that woman from Chicago? When you go to mama,
Mama
mama's
Morton.
good to you.
yeah.
Right. So you're now running the jail.
Yeah.
I
in
think
this.
I would run jail.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
I have the long culty hair. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you could like pass, items from cell to cell.
Yeah.
Like,
Whoa.
we've got I don't know what they.
Yeah, like cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
Like from behind
Yeah,
your
yeah.
ears or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I
Here you
think
go, sweetie.
I would find someone smart and stand behind them and be like, I'll be the tall person, like maybe the muscle.
Yeah.
I'd obviously have to be in the gym a bit more because right now it's just a facade of strength.
You'd have a lot. I mean, you'd have a lot of time.
Yeah, true.
I don't know how we got onto this. I'm so sorry.
Not at all.
I've derailed it.
There was a really funny meme I saw that was like, I really want to go to jail because I really want to focus on gym, which I thought was
That is actually the only way I would actually get fit. That
so
I would have
bored
to
with
be
nothing
locked
else
up.
to do.
Yeah.
I really want to focus on
I
gym.
really want to focus on gym as well. I think it's such a funny turn
Yeah.
of phrase.
So funny.
Just so we've covered everything, what's your favourite word for a penis?
Oh, I really love cock.
Okay.
Both the word and the essence.
The essence of it.
Yeah.
What we're doing there. And cock compared to dick?
I prefer cock.
It sits very nicely
Yeah.
with how you're saying it.
Rhythm stick.
Oh.
Also fun.
Yeah.
What's that you say? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What about you?
I do like cock.
I am 40, guys, okay? This is what people like me say at this
Rhythm
age.
stick.
I'm obsessed with
Yeah.
rhythm
Hit
stick.
Hit me with your rhythm stick. I feel there's less. Is there less options?
No,
Without
wang.
getting, like wang.
Oh.
I'm thinking sausage.
Well, when you're flogging the dolphin, I guess it's the dolphin.
Oh, the dolphin.
Sausage.
Wet your whistle. No, that's not. That's just a
Bangers
different.
and mash. No,
Yeah.
is that wrong?
I think
That's a meal.
That's just. I think I'm just hungry. Actually,
that's for sure a dish.
Yeah.
I just think I go dick. I
Dick.
honestly just don't want to engage. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I see that.
But I do like I never say cock, but I don't hate when other people say it. I think it just like sounds more natural coming from other people than it does me.
I can appreciate
But
that.
rhythm stick is kind of new. I'm going to take that moving forward.
I really don't advise that.
Rhythm
it's
stick
done.
implies that the rhythm stick implies that the owner has rhythm.
That's true.
I see.
Which some do and some don't,
Fine.
Right.
in my experience.
Do you guys do New Year's resolutions?
We do. I think we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we don't sort of sit and do like a ceremony, but I do resolute sometimes.
Well, she's got rhythm stick.
Yeah.
She was
Is that
rhythm
yours?
stick,
Rhythm
and she's
sticks
bringing
and
pussy
pussy.
back.
Great.
So those are my New Year's resolutions. I'm making some this year. Should I share them?
Sure.
Let's.
Does anyone else have one on the tip of their tongue?
No.
I'm going to try and work. I get quite debilitating anxiety that my friends hate me.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Which-
Why?
Honestly, it doesn't like come from anywhere, and it doesn't have any bearing in actual real life.
My best friend's got this.
Really, I have gotten better over the years.
I know someone who'd be really good for that,
Oh,
but we'll
really?
talk about it off camera.
Okay, that'd be really helpful.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and do that, and then I think also with just like with what like I do for work and everything. It's like I have a lot of stimulus. So I'm trying to order, sort of put some boundaries on different stimulus.
Yes,
sometimes
that's a
I'm
good
like
idea.
on TikTok with a podcast as I'm like looking through
And
my
so you're
calendar.
going to leave the Coke out of that equation now.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just going to be lovely.
Yeah. So maybe like just
TikTok,
one. I'm trying to
yeah.
like just sort of
TikTok
do
and
things
chill,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah. That's maybe some of my.
Those are good ones.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're very meaningful.
Yeah. I have two.
Go on.
The first one is that I'm going to really prioritize doing 3 or 4 things well rather than 20 things badly. So
I will say I've had a 17-year career of being really mediocre at loads of things. So
maybe, well, and I do, if I may say so myself, I do feel a bit of a jack of all trades.
yeah.
You know, but I'm just,
That's my guy.
So I feel sometimes I'm like,
I call myself a pack of all trades, but that's something only I can say.
Yes.
Right.
As you were.
Don't say that again.
yeah, no, that's just for you. But I do think sometimes I go like, I'm spread so thin, and it's like, well, who said yes? It would be you every time.
Yes.
Queen, diva. So I'm just gonna, and I'm finishing uni, so that will just be a huge thing done that I can then go, okay, refocus. So that's my first one. My second one is getting back into old school screens, which is
Keep the screens, but
keep the screens but make them old school, aka I found my old DS, like my old Nintendo DS.
Fantastic.
So it's like, rather than, okay, I'm going to TikTok 7 till 9, 9 till 11, I'm going to get back on the DS, save Peach from Bowser's Castle,
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers reference, and like just get back into the old school screens where it's like I'm playing a game or I'm doing something, but it's just not.
Take it a step further. Projector. Do you know what I mean?
So, and also
like those ones
due
in
to that,
assembly with the plastic sheets.
Well, there's no blue light, and then you can see everything that's going on.
that's so
Ooh.
smart. So all of that
I
to
am
say,
really
I do need to
smart,
buy it. Sorry, I can't help it.
Yeah.
All of that to say, I'm going to be buying myself a Nintendo Switch 2.
I like the idea. Old school screens. Is
Old
good.
school screens.
Games. I feel I never used to game, but
It's kind of
Not
like
online.
tech addiction, but make it vintage.
Exactly.
Artisanal.
Exactly. And
Lovely.
I'm just looking at the game creators' content rather than
Someone who works at Urban Outfitters right now is hearing this, and they're like, "This is a fucking great idea." Now they're going to jump on this for marketing.
Don't steal that from me. Maybe I'm gonna. What is it when you like? Is it do you TM something?
yeah.
Trademark.
I'm gonna TM old school screens. It's
Or
probably already been
patent. Is that
done.
the right
Oh my
word?
god, you're
Yeah.
going to make so much money.
That's so true. I'm going to come up with some business ideas based off that this evening.
That's great.
It's
Put it
just
on your
one at the
whiteboard.
moment, which is my, oh my God, yeah, the whiteboard. I bought a whiteboard for my studies.
Oh, I did. I bought a whiteboard just for my life.
Well, I think that's good. I thought it was going to be sort of that size, and it is
A classroom whiteboard.
sized whiteboard.
Fabulous.
Just in my girlfriend's living room now.
Oh, I bet she loves that.
She loves it. It's been a real talk. She's basically said she's fine with it as long as after I've finished with my stuff, she can have half of it and like write her stuff up. Obviously, I'm not going to let her do that.
You're going to start writing like passive aggressive messages on each other's side.
Exactly.
That's the fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Buy the milk.
Hoping this to-do list gets crossed off today. ...
Me to me.
Yeah. Resolutions, Jameela?
Oh, I think I'd just like to be a bigger, crazier, scarier old bitch. I
Just
think that's
really
the
lean
plan.
in.
Yeah,
You
I'm going
should
to be 40
TM that.
this year, and I'm just thrilled. I'm genuinely thrilled about it. I
Exciting.
have been waiting for my 20s and 30s to be behind me, and I can't believe it's here.
It's here.
And I'm so grateful. And so I think I would like to continue this rebellion of mine against any and all cultural norms and just see what happens.
Yeah.
I'd like to be free, and I'd like to misbehave, and I don't care what anyone thinks, what anyone says about anything anymore. And that's what happens when you turn 40. You just
Sounds
become
great.
a
Sounds
scary old
incredible.
bitch, and I love it.
A scary old bitch.
What was all I've
it?
ever
You said
wanted.
Bigger, scarier, older bitch. Was
Bitch,
that
I
it?
think so, yeah. Yeah.
Those are 3 good ones.
That sounds
Yeah.
feels good. It feels good energy.
It feels
for
right, doesn't it?
2026.
You can feel it in your marrow.
Seeing as everyone else, like all over the world, is doing whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. I want to.
We should probably do what we want.
Totally. I'm so done with discipline. I'm very exhausted by how obedient a lot of the women in my industry are being at the moment. So obedient, so compliant, all the facelifts, all the Ozempic, all the everything. And this is not like Ozempic for health purposes. This is just to achieve the super, super, super skinny look. And then because they're losing weight too fast, they're needing to get facelifts, and then they get the facelift, and then they look 19 forever, and then they start to behave like they're 19. And all of this is just to make men happy. Ultimately, they think it's to make them happy, but the conditioning is that we behave like infantilized little girls so that men will feel like big, strong and wise people. And I can't be asked, and I don't want to be part of it. So I just want to lean into my crone years and try and launch them kind of early because I'm fucking sick of it. And I don't want to be obedient ever, and I don't want to be compliant ever. I would like to live a life of spite.
I feel in a few years maybe you could get a cane.
really tastes
a very
good.
dramatic cane.
I think a broom.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Thinking broom.
Yeah. I love
But like
that.
Louis Vuitton. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, nice broom.
Like a lovely sort of carved lion or something on the top. Do you know what I mean?
For
You could-
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Although I've really gotten into, I don't really wear a lot of branded stuff, but I've got this really nice jumper that looks like it says Saint Laurent, but it says Saint Croissant, and then, but in exactly the same type font.
Great. Right.
But then that led to like a really weird habit of now buying only bread themed clothing.
Okay.
And my boyfriend's getting really worried because yesterday a jumper turned up in the post that said, life is pain. And then it's a massive pan au chocolat and it goes, au chocolat. And then last month I got that jumper that said, less regrets, more baguettes. And that's
I knew
a
where that
picture
was
of a
going.
huge baguette. And I can't fucking stop.
Right.
But I think I'm going to lean in to bread and croissant themed clothing.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was that many.
category.
It's a whole corner of the internet, and I've
Wow.
really found my place. And I will be spending the menopause in pastry themed attire.
Loads.
As you should. Yeah.
They spark joy.
They do. Well, for me anyway, not for my boyfriend who has to have sex with me.
in a
For
baguette
us
top.
also, we don't have to have sex with you, and we love the.
We love the
but
bakery.
he's got so much going for him in his life. It's time that,
I know.
Yeah.
he suffered.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a
I'm
little
wearing
bit.
bakery themed clothing.
This is what I do now. Yeah.
And that has to be okay.
During the pandemic, he had to actually intervene because I was wearing this same skeleton T-shirt, just a big black T-shirt with a skeleton on it, and I was not washing it, and it was just getting more and more covered in like pancake batter and takeaway, and it had gone like sort of 6 months. And I'm not a smelly person because I don't sweat, because I'm really just a reptile with nipples, and maybe reptiles have nipples anyway. I've actually never thought about that. It was so interesting.
Olivia?
Anyway,
Research break. Do reptiles have nipples?
they must do. How do they?
Yeah.
Do they make milk? Do they lactate? No, there we go.
They probably just go out in the world and start eating things, don't they?
I think they just give
Oh,
them bugs.
right, fine.
They just guide them to the local cockroach.
Yeah.
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 Just into the pond.
I mean, they're bloody everywhere. But yeah, so what was I saying? How the fuck did I get to that?
Skeleton.
Yes. So but either way, I'm sure I must have been starting to smell at this point. But he had to sit me down one day in the pandemic and just go,
Go, we
"Hey, are
can't."
you okay? Because you've been wearing this every day for 6 months, and it's starting to look a little bit like you're having a breakdown."
The breakdown.
Right.
Can
And
we
I
talk about
was.
the tea?
Yeah.
Fine.
Now I wear it to warn him of my mood, because then we
Okay.
know I'm in a breakdown mood. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
But
helpful,
that's
feel
smart.
actually.
warned.
Yeah.
Yeah. An alarm bell.
Well, now we know what to get you for your 40th.
Oh yeah.
Bread
Big time.
themed
So
clothes.
true.
I'm such a fan.
Okay.
How do you feel about like the bakery items spreading into other things? Like if we got you like a
Well,
croissant
I'm starting to buy
butter dish.
sloganed hats, which is also
Oh,
a huge
wow.
problem. And I think this is middle age. I got one the other day that said, "This is going to ruin the tour."
No, that's great. That is great. That is great.
What tour? That's incredible.
The world
I
tour.
love that. I love that. The world tour.
That is amazing. A
Okay.
cap, bucket hat.
Yeah. No, it's a baseball cap.
Nice.
Okay,
I think
incredible.
that's great.
And I got another one that said, "These are some high-end gays," the classic
Okay,
Jennifer
yeah.
Coolidge line from White Lotus. But who knows what's next?
Well,
Yeah.
you know, slogans original, or you can make your own. We
Yeah.
can, this is a huge new business.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm very
Yeah, that's
excited.
incredible.
You could put what was it? Old
I just
crazy
go mad old
Yeah.
bitch on a hat.
Yeah, I just want to be really difficult. I'm
Yeah.
really excited. It's just, I want to have an easy year. I'd like to make the year more difficult
For everyone else.
I think that's really
which I'm
valid.
quite good at, actually. So
Yeah.
if anyone ever followed me on Twitter, really cause some havoc.
Cause some havoc. What's the most havoc you've ever caused on Twitter?
Oh, I couldn't even begin to remember because there's been so much.
So much havoc.
Yeah, so much havoc. I have. I think one of the funniest ones I ever did was to say that my abortion was the best decision I ever made, but then I got into loads of trouble, so I took it back and I was like, I would like to say that I'm sorry. My abortion was not the best decision I ever made. It was in fact cutting a fringe, and then it was my abortion. And that double down did actually really upset quite a lot of people. Then I said that the Met without Rihanna was like sex without an orgasm. And it turns out there's a large can't have an orgasm community who are very, very upset with me and offended.
Okay.
So that was a bad day. But those are two. The abortion one was really like numero uno, DEFCON 100.
Yeah.
The double down also is just incredible and a very chic way to say it. I feel.
Well, I like starting it as an apology, as if they think I'm going to walk it back.
Right.
But there you go.
Yeah,
I do really
fun
love my
round
fringe.
back.
People hate my fringe so much,
I think the fringe
and
is
that's why I
iconic.
keep it.
Yeah.
This is when we knew the spike was in me from a young age. It's like people started telling me 15 years ago, like, change up your hairstyle, and that's when I knew I never ever would. And now I've decided that I'm not going to change my hair until specifically George Clooney does. I've just hitched my wagon to him. I don't know him, but I've just decided. I was like, as soon as George Clooney changes his hair,
And he shakes it
yeah,
up.
Fine.
exactly. And oh my god, so I posted about this once, and Jennifer Aniston, who I didn't even know was following me, slid into my DMs and was like, exactly.
Wow.
And I was like, she's my fucking queen
That's amazing.
of sticking to something that works and nailing it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my hair still looks like a wig, but that is just how it is. That's just how the cookie crumbles.
It's iconic.
I think it looks. Your hair's amazing.
I feel very comfortable with it. There's
Yeah.
actually an entire Twitter account, or there was, dedicated to just the little gap in my fringe.
in a
It's called Fame. Look it up.
yeah. You guys wouldn't know what it's like.
Was it in favour of the gap?
Yeah.
Or just
I don't think
There's
so.
so
Okay.
much time on people's hands.
I love it for them.
Yeah.
That's the kind of time I want to have. That's the year I want to have. I want to start very niche troll accounts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
And now I want everyone to wonder when they see a niche troll account, is it
Is it
Jameela?
Is it Jameela? And it probably is.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Damn straight.
Yeah, yeah.
It never occurs to me that my friends don't like me.
It's
And maybe it
crazy.
should more.
No, because then why? Like, I always think like people are adult enough to like stop hanging out with you if they don't want you to.
That's
if
kind
they
of how I
want to.
feel. Like, I kind of feel like I've got like a lovely group of friends that I love. And I feel like if one of them goes, I can find another.
Right.
You know,
And
like
they'll-
if one of them
and good luck to
dies,
them.
I have to get a replacement. You know, like you just sort of look like that. And I'm sure that that's how they consider me too.
Yeah.
I recently was talking about the fact that I don't have social anxiety. Do you have social anxiety?
It's yes. Not.
I mean,
not,
that does check out actually upon reflection.
On reflection, that makes sense.
Really? Yeah.
I think I could solve your social anxiety. I was talking about this recently on the
Yeah.
internet that I don't have social anxiety because I'm never wondering what someone else thinks of me. I'm only ever wondering what I think of them. And it is, if I could give anyone a New Year's resolution from the audience,
Yeah.
it is that. It is to turn your brain around and stop wondering if they like you and only ask yourself if you like them.
Am I enjoying
It will
myself
save
here?
you so much
Right.
time,
That is-
so much anxiety.
Yeah.
I have genuinely changed people's lives sometimes with this outlook, because now they are able to just enjoy themselves at a party and wonder, am I enjoying? I can't believe you have your phone on.
I don't. It's not on me.
Someone's got their phone on. Unbelievable. I'm joking.
Oh, but who actually is it? 'Cause it's not me either. Is it,
It
your
might
laptop?
be mine plugged in over there.
Right.
No, it's also probably mine. It's almost definitely mine. Like, that's
that.
how I am. I love to defer.
Yeah,
If I fart,
yeah.
I will immediately look accusatorily at someone else.
Who the hell was that?
I love to throw people under buses. You know, that's
That's
really
perfect.
a hobby of mine.
Which also probably helps the social anxiety.
100%.
Deflect.
Yeah, I'm like Darth Vader. Really,
In many ways.
in all the ways.
Interesting
grey and
about
black, but
thinking
all black.
about do I like them? When on dates, first dates,
Yeah.
second, third dates, I'm always thinking, do I like you?
Yeah.
I always manage to do that. And if I go like, oh, and if they don't like me, then I go like, well, that's fair because I've been on lots of dates when I just don't like fancy the person, and that's
Well,
it's
that's
no
really
hard
healthy.
feelings.
I feel like a lot of women, unfortunately, still, specifically straight women, go, do they like me? And I think that needs to turn around. So I think that's really healthy, and you just
Yeah.
need to like branch that
Keep it
out.
going for everything.
Obviously, when someone becomes your friend and you love them and you want to nurture that relationship, then
Yeah.
you start to care.
Yeah.
I think there's just splitting the difference somewhere between that and how anxious you feel now. But I care deeply about my friends.
yeah, of course.
And I would do anything for them, and I would help them bury any body that they needed me to. But that's it. I really ride or die for my friends, and then sort of wouldn't really piss on fire to put anyone else out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would really work at a party
I'm an
or
old
an event
lady.
as well.
I just don't have that. Have that same energy.
No,
Yeah.
no, you've got to reserve it.
And you can't have that same amount of energy for everyone. It's impossible.
No, because then it will be taken away from my friends and most importantly my dogs. So I've really got to save the most of the energy for the dogs.
Yeah. How many dogs do you have?
2,
How old are they?
5 and 3, Barreled and Winnipeg.
Wow.
Oh.
So relatively not brand new additions, but like 5 and 3.
Yeah, 5 and 3, my first ever dogs, and they're the best, and I'm obsessed with them. And when dogs love you, you sort of don't really need the love of anyone else. That's it. They're sated. I plan to die when they die, and so I'm glad that I was able to come on today.
Go now.
'Cause
Yeah.
who knows how much time I've got left?
Exactly.
Hopefully.
At least 8 years, hopefully.
We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless
to
we all
say?
go together.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Done everything I wanted to
2026.
do. I got a selfie with Jim Carrey.
You're done.
I'm done.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Were they American dogs that have now?
They,
that are now,
they were, yeah. So I
expats?
overcompensated in a really embarrassing way when I brought them over here. I was like, I got them both Barber jackets.
Wow. Just to help them.
Really, really, just really wanky. But that's exactly what an American would do when they move
Right.
to England, is do the most English thing possible.
Yeah.
So I
help
got
the
them Barber
dogs fit
jackets.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't want the British dogs to think they were bloody Americans. So,
No.
I
Right.
wanted them to.
Yeah.
I wanted
have
them
an
to
American
have a fighting
cat
chance.
that's over
right.
here.
Quite sassy.
Yeah, but he was like a Florida product
So
of
racist.
incest. So
Oh, no, I'm
yes, yes, he is a racist, red hat
Homophobic.
wearing,
Yeah.
homophobic.
Yeah.
But he actually is quite queer.
Right.
And I know it. I know I'm saying
Well,
about a cat.
isn't Florida where they're like the Republican convention, like Grindr, like broke?
Yes,
Totally
Yeah,
tracks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, what I will say is, when I lived here before moving to Florida, I was like, oh, I don't really know any gay people. And then I went to Florida and I was like, everyone's fucking gay. And if they're
Everybody's
not,
gay.
they're still fucking people of the same sex. So also I do feel American women are just like, darling. And you're like, well, obviously they don't have a posh English accent, but they kind of go like, darling. And you're like,
Well, it's a more porn-centric culture, and I feel like it's a more forward culture.
Much more forward.
So I think that they're
I'd never
I think
had
they're
so
really
many-
fun in that way.
exactly.
They're fun and they're liberating, and I think I got liberated in America.
Right. I've never had so many, not as if I'm some Lothario, but American women will also be like, oh, I think you're really attractive. And I'd love to pursue this.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We're not going to play games for 6 months and then not speak.
No,
and-
everyone's really direct. I really like it.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I
Yeah.
think that as one of the best things that I got out of living in America is that for 10 years I just kind of had to find myself and figure out exactly who I am. And there's a boldness there which I think that we could stand to steal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot they could also stand to steal from us, but I think the boldness is something that we need more of, because we are bold, we're just disingenuous about it. We just
Right.
want all of the things that we're bold about to seem like an accident. But actually, I think we're secretly quite intentional people.
Right.
Just a bunch of lying cunts.
I think that is true. Yeah. Anyway, all of this to say my cat is a Floridian.
Ah, lovely. Mine are Californian.
Okay.
Nice.
2 Californian dogs, and they are quite colonisy.
Yeah.
You know, which is also very British of them.
It's
to be
very
fair.
British. They fit right in.
But yeah, they're quite. It's quite intense. It's very like we own. They think we own every room or house or building or
Yeah.
shopping centre that we're in.
Understood.
So everyone is like
Everything they like touches.
everybody is trespassing.
Right.
According to
Interesting.
them, they're very
Yeah.
suspicious of everybody. Everybody's trespassing. They must think I'm the richest woman in the world, but they think I just own everything and everywhere,
Everything.
and the world is my house, and other people are just lucky to be in it.
Right. And by proxy, their house.
100%.
Yeah.
If anything, mostly their house that
Yeah.
I'm lucky to
You
be
actually-
in,
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I am their assistant.
Yeah,
Right.
you run their house.
Yeah, they see me running with my little green bags, you know, to pick up their diarrhea. So, you know,
They
like,
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
they know what's going on.
Yeah.
They pretend they don't, but it's very clear that they do.
Dog owning is something I am open to,
Oh, you'd love it.
but it is the little green bags for me.
It's the
You
shit
get
every
over
day.
it. You do get
I-
over it. The other day, though, my dog licked his asshole till he threw up, and that did push me near the edge
That's tough.
of what I could cope with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was really crazy. He just went at it and went at it and went at it until we both nearly threw up.
it was quite a bonding
So, yeah,
experience,
it's-
really.
It is quite intense having a dog in that respect, but it is the best thing that's ever happened. And it's the most secure and comfortable I've ever felt in myself. There's something about the way that they love you and how when they're happy, you're happy, that life just has meaning. I imagine it's like that times 100 when you have children, but I just can't be fucking arsed ever. So I'm never going to do that.
Right.
And if God sends them to me, I shall continue to send them back.
with love and respect.
Yes,
Thank
I do
you.
take every
bangs.
possible precaution to make sure that does not happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Fine.
Do you hear me?
Just
I'm a dog
Don't
mum.
bother.
No, I'm going to
Yeah.
have a dog sanctuary. That's the plan.
love.
That sounds amazing.
We're nearly out of time, but you wanted to mention your
Yes. What a fluid and like lovely way to segue into that very natural feeling promo. Thank you. But before you go, you did beg us to mention that you also have a little podcast.
You wanted to talk about your podcast, and I didn't want you to leave without.
So before you go, peasant,
You have
here's
30
You have
seconds.
30 seconds. Plug away.
Exactly that.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Chris.
Subtle as ever.
I thought that was any other business. I thought that was quite good. Like,
Did
was it any
you?
other business? Was it bad? It was just a bit clunky.
It was slightly clunky.
Okay, should I try again?
Yeah, maybe I could set you up
No,
with a
That
softball.
sounds like
it was perfect. It was perfect.
That situation with your dog throwing up sounds like a disaster. And something else that involves disasters is your new podcast.
That was so great. Presenting gold.
Yeah, is that good?
Thanks. Yeah. Funny you mentioned that, Chris. I actually have a podcast about this. It's called Wrong Turns with Jameela Jamil. Where my grumpiness has, I think, finally taken. It's gone public. You know, I'm sick of being told to be inspired. I'm sick of feeling like when life gives you lemons, you should make lemonade. I don't know how to make anything,
Right.
including lemonade. All right, all I know how to make is a fucking mess. And I wanted a space that was anti-inspiration, pro-commiseration. Right, we need to bond in our sadness and our failure and how despicable we all are. I certainly need that. So I wanted to create a community of other fucking losers who will join me in my loserdom, where people who don't know how to make lemonade or can't be asked and just want to sit in the shame for a while and marinade. So it's called Wrong Turns with Jameela Jamil, and it's me and all my favourite comedians. I would love for you both to come on just to tell the most humiliating moments of your life that you swore that you would take to the grave, but instead you share it with me and my audience. And there's no happy ending.
Wow, that sounds
Yeah.
fucking incredible.
It makes other people feel smug. And that's what I
Yeah.
love, because everyone, like, on their way to work, they just get to hear 35 minutes of someone making much worse decisions than you.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty good. People
Yeah.
getting fired, someone thinking they've won the lottery and then pissing on their boss's desk and then realizing they'd read the numbers wrong, just read one number wrong, and that was enough to not win the big jackpot. You know, all sorts of really fun things. Crazy story of a bride who shat herself just before walking down the aisle, and it was a sort of field wedding, so they couldn't shower her anywhere. But she was wearing so much shapewear underneath her dress that it was sort of all locked in. And you couldn't really smell it, so that she was like, "Fuck it, I'm going down the aisle like a legend."
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
goes down the aisle, does the whole wedding, and then afterwards they're like, "Okay, surely you can't do a whole reception covered in your own shit. Like, this is crazy." And she's like, "I have been working on our prepared dance for such a long time. I at least want to do the dance and then we can change." So she insists on doing the kind of big dance number. Her groom is none the wiser about any of this until he dips her, and his hand kind of has to go up from her arse up her back. So he doesn't realize he's pushing all of the shit up her back. And then it's spilling out the back of the dress all over his hand. So he's now wondering how she's able to shit out of her shoulders.
Right.
And what has happened. And now everyone can see that she's shitting out of her back. And what's my favourite thing is that the groom was apparently an absolute champ about it, but just said he'd rather not do the garter bit where he has to tear off her garter with his teeth.
Valid.
What a legend.
Yeah.
But it's stuff like that where it's like, there's no benefit. There's nothing good happened to anyone there. It's all utterly regrettable. So it's a podcast of regrettable moments like that.
That's great.
Thank
I
you.
love that.
And things like that don't need a conclusion or a
No,
and then this
not
happened and it all
everyone
went
becomes
well.
a billionaire or a CEO or meets the love of their life. Sometimes you just shit out of your back in front of everyone you know and care about.
And that's just what it is.
And that's the tagline.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you shout out your back.
So that's Wrong Turns with Jameela Jamil, wherever you get your podcasts, all right?
That sounds freaking incredible.
Can I go now?
Thank you so much for being here, Jameela. This has been so gorgeous. Love you, Elizabeth. Thanks for being here.
Love you, Chris.
I had such a nice time. This was such a mad conversation.
It really was.
Fab.
We
See you
covered
next
everything.
time. Mwah.
Just before bed is good for your head. What you gonna do? Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.